Hi. So I am out on a trail. I decided to go hiking today and, well, not hiking because I'm in Florida, so technically walking. And I decided to bring you with me. The goal of this is primarily to get out of my comfort zone again and connect with my creativity and just be out in nature alone. I feel like I've been really needing it. So yeah, it's really quiet out here. This should be fun. I'm alone. This is like really, really nice. I love it outside. Most people spend their summers outside doing fun things and just enjoying the weather. But me, I live in Florida and not so much. I actually am quite the hermit in the summer down here, mainly because it's just so god-awful. It's hot. I mean, honestly, I lived in Phoenix and it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was hot, but it was like a dry heat, and I seem to do better with dry heats. Even there, I could, go up to the mountains, go to Sedona for the day if I wanted to, or for the weekend. And here, you're just in like the swampy butt crack of the United States. Anyway, it's starting to cool down, so I'm out and about. Mentally, the entire summer I was kind of in a weird space, but now since the weather's starting to get nice and I'm pulling myself out of my cave, I decided to connect with nature again and see if I can ground myself and find my creativity again. I just realized I probably should have brought bug spray. I thought it, cooled off enough that I wouldn't have to worry about it, and I'm not like in a super swampy area. So I thought I'd be fine, but so far, not that fine. Mosquitoes are like probably the worst thing in the world. I wouldn't care if they just disappeared. I don't think they have any actual significance. I really don't. Should probably pay attention though to the ground because it's not a very busy trail today, and maybe there's like snakes or something. It feels really, really good to be outside, just with myself and with nature. It's really hot, starting to get quite warm, and there's bugs everywhere. I did not think this through. I should have brought bug spray. As long as I've got water, I'm okay. As long as I've got water and I know where I am, guess that's it. Just realized it's like really bright. So I don't know how bright this footage is gonna be or if it's even usable, but oh well. I got all my REI, Harry Potter stickers. All right, onward. Still having a good day. It's hot, but the clouds came out finally, so it does feel a little bit better. Thank goodness. I'm somebody that, like, you can tell when I'm hot because I turn like all red. Worse than a tomato, I'm like a little rashy tomato. Basically how I get when I'm hot, so yeah. Skin problems for the win. I'm gonna try and find a good hammock spot to relax. Getting tired of hiking, or walking. And this seems like as good a spot as any. Just gotta keep an eye out for snakes. Phew. I almost wore a sweater today. I would have died. I'm mainly out here because I just want to get back in touch with myself. Don't move to Florida if you hate bugs. You might be able to see a giant mosquito in front of the lens there. Anyway, I've been feeling just depressed lately, and just being inside with like the hot weather, like, you know, I described earlier, I just never went outside a lot in the summertime, but now it's winter, God, and I'm trying to be outside some more, doing things. I just asked myself one day, Rhiannon, are you happy? And as dumb as that may sound, I thought that was a valid question. And I sat there and I was like, well, yes, I am happy. I have a phenomenal relationship, great friends, a good job, roof over my head. Like, there's so many things to be grateful for. But then I asked, like, what could you add to your life to make it even better? What things bring you joy? Those things are poetry, film, nature, photography, you know, all stuff like that. And I was like, all right, incorporate that into your daily life somehow, or just as much as you can. And I'm going to dedicate myself to that now. I actually deleted social media for the entire month of November to be able to focus on creativity and just live a very simple, mindful existence this month. And so far, it's been a few days without social media, and it's been very quiet. It hasn't felt nearly as loud as usual, and it's been feeling really, really good. I wanted to focus this month primarily on writing, you know, poetry, my novel, and maybe starting my YouTube channel up again. You know, life is so angry and chaotic lately. I'm just finding that I am desperate to get out, just escape for a little while, you know? And just exist. It's so beautiful out here. Honestly, I don't really have health insurance right now. I mean, I probably could through my work, but it's so expensive. It's just, with a super high deductible, it's almost not really worth it. Go away. I'll probably enroll though, here next enrollment period. I've actually been kind of wanting a therapist, but I figured since I can't really pay for like a lot of therapy right now, maybe I can just talk to the camera. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. Outside, nature, my favorite place, when it's, you know, bearable to be outside. Oh, I want all of these bugs dead. Anyway, I used to be such a creative person. Been doing a lot of creative things for a while. And then adulting happened and I had to pay for my rent and my bills and my car. I fell away from my creativity, and ultimately I think it led to some very serious depression. When I'm not able to create, it's very hard for me to be happy. And it might sound corny or dumb even. To me, a life without creating or art in general is just not a life. And it was killing me. So even though I have a job right now, I'm going to make it my priority to start filming again because I love it. And whether or not these videos are something that people really want to watch, they're going to be good for me because I've been feeling like complete. Fuck. So yeah, aside from the bugs, I feel very happy to be out here. I'm very grateful for this life, this beautiful, wonderful, magical life. And although it may seem so dark and full of hostility, you've got to see the beauty in it. You know, I woke up this morning. Not everybody woke up this morning, and I did. I got to see the sunrise. I get to listen to the bugs and the birds right now. I get to talk to you right now. There's such beauty in stillness, isn't there? Alrighty, so instead of a therapy couch, I'm here on a therapy hammock. It all started, just kidding. So I just really wish that I was out west, because out west is way better than this absolute swamp. Saying that this is a swamp is almost an understatement because it is incredibly hot. It's totally fine. If you've been feeling kind of down lately, what do you do to like pull yourself out of that headspace? I'd love to know, so comment it down below if you want. I like to know how people handle, you know, like a rough mental space, because the way I handle my like anxiety and depression is I try and get my mind off of things. Like I'll write a poem, and some of the most darkest, most intense poems I've ever written were during a very intense depressive episode. But getting outside also really, really helps me, as I know it helps many people. So if there's any way that you can get outside, whether it's just sticking your toes in the dirt in your front yard, or just on the way to work, rolling down your windows and feeling the wind, just anything that you can do, do it. Because with everything that's going on in the world, I think it's really important that we connect to ourselves and are just kind, because it baffles me how mean people are to each other, how little they care about one another. I just want to be nice. I just want to be kind, and I want others to be kind to me. I want to love and be loved. That's all any of us want at the end of the day, is to just be happy and in harmony. Alright, so I ended up leaving the trail pretty quickly because the bugs just got so bad. So now I'm home in my backyard, and I figured now that it's getting cooler and the bugs are starting to go away, I can now sweep and possibly get this space ready for Tyler and I to have a fire tonight or something. What do you think, Uma? What do you think? What do you think? So there's a lot of work that needs to be done with this house, and I mean, this will probably be our last winter here, because after this we're hoping to downsize next time, but this is our yard. A lot of ferns and a fence. Since we haven't used the space the entire summer, we let the entire backyard just kind of grow. I've got my bubbly water. I always have some kind of bubbly water in the house. I have a problem. This is the orange vanilla and it's really, really good. Anyway, so today was actually really healing. It definitely feels good though. I think that I'm gonna start doing it way more often, and just even talking to the camera really helps me feel better. It's kind of like a good little outlet, I guess. And it's something for me to work on too on my days off. Something fun for me to do. It's weird not having any social media right now. I mean, I love it, but it definitely is weird. I need to go buy like a book or something, because there definitely are those like awkward moments like in between things. I'm like even like sitting in my car waiting for Tyler to come back in from like the gas station or something. I'm like sitting there and I'm like, huh, I would normally be on like TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or something, but no, I'm just sitting in the car waiting for him to come back. Not having social media and just the mindless scrolling, it's really helped me be able to clear my head. I'm an incredibly empathic person, and much of my depression is actually caused by seeing how people treat each other, seeing how people treat animals and the planet, and just how everything is kind of run right now. It just makes me not too jazzed about life in general. I think getting out of your phone and into nature is probably one of the best things that you can do for your mental health. I know there's like a huge mental health struggle right now. It's been going on for a couple of years pretty much. And I think that we need to be here for each other and just be nice and kind and understanding and be comfortable to be vulnerable. Tyler, I'm so grateful for him. He is an absolute blessing in my life. And he's been holding a safe space for me to be able to work through some traumas and just things from my past and just general garbage in my head. And he's been so patient and gentle with me during this whole process. And, you know, and I with him as well. Have a lovely day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.